Hey guys, happy Sunday. I got a little speaker so the videos are going to be a little bit more clear and you can follow me without trying to listen what in the world I'm saying. So I thought of doing a meditation to start with because it's Sunday, and as we know, we are spiritual beings and physical bodies, not all the way around, even though our reality, our matrix makes us believe that the material world is us. To be in touch with that spiritual part of ourselves, the first thing we have to do is to humble ourselves, because the ego is the one that gets us really big, that makes us believe that our beliefs are the right beliefs and that we know the answer to things and we know what we're doing. And our human limitations are infinitely limited when it comes to our own awareness of what is true and what is not, unless we become the receivers of information. And to do that, we have to humble ourselves. We have to be open to understand that we might not know anything, that what we learn might be maybe half-truths and other parts are complete stories. Our history are made of fables and stories. It's very hard to discern when we look outside of ourselves what the truth is. The connection with the divine is all about shutting off any information from the outside and opening ourselves, opening our energy centers and our chakras to be connected to the antenna that we have, which is the 8th chakra, actually connected to the divine. We don't have it anymore. They made sure that they took it out. When you see the old pictures with the cone head, the people with the cone head, that was their 8th chakra. Now we can develop the 8th chakra, like in acupuncture we say we can develop the energetics of a limb even if we don't have it. And when like somebody is missing a limb and they come for acupuncture, there is some methods where we literally put the needle where the limb would be. Same thing with the 8th chakra. We have to remember the material part is just a very small portion of the manifestation and the last portion of manifestation of things, but we're all energy. So going back to the meditation, being in touch with our heart center is and being in touch with the present moment, meaning that the mind is not running the show, is the fastest way to get back into our true self, which is pure energy, beyond judgment, beyond our own beliefs. And then we become this receiving cup of information coming from, above. And how do we know it's divine information? It's because it's not our habitual thoughts. It's not things that, we're making conclusions out of, putting pieces of the puzzle together, but our own little understanding of reality. Divine is going to give us a much greater understanding of the pieces of the puzzle, and for that we get thoughts that are of highest thoughts, because we can get demonic thoughts. We have to be very careful with demonic energies, by the way. We have to cleanse our energy centers. I suggest to do it daily, because demonic energies is everywhere. So we have to be very careful about who we're listening to. When we're listening to divine intelligence, there is a greater ease in the body in terms of you become like a receiving sponge of understanding, and as opposed to have any manipulative conclusion about what's going on. Is more about knowledge. So divine information tends to give knowledge without the piece of the human judgment that we do. When we get demonic energies, they might tell us what to do. They might tell us this person is horrible. They might tell us that other person is trying to hurt us. A lot of things, and that may include names and people and situations and drama and human drama. So be very careful with that. Divine information is pure information, it's pure knowledge, it's pure gnosis. And the dark side will just bring you all kinds of fables and stories. So let's start with the meditation by focusing on our heart, which is on the left side. But when we think of the chakras, it just goes across the chest. So we're going to put our attention into that area, and we're going to focus on the breath, through the nose, in and out, very calmly. Make it very simple. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths through the nose. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck. Having your palms on your knees helps us receive that energy from above, like an empty cup. And we're going to let go of any past judgments, hurts, preconceptions, and just become like an open vessel. We're focusing on our heart chakra, or our heart center, or the area of the heart, which is on the left side of the anterior side of the chest, and at the same time, our breath. And in the next few inhalations, I want us to imagine any color that brings you comfort, when you bring that color into your thoughts, into your presence, to go into the heart and surround the heart with that color. And that color has a divine intelligence, checking any past karma, any blockages, any toxicity that is blinding us from receiving the truth, any wounds, any blinded shadows, any abandonment issues, any heartbreaks. This light is going in, understanding our karmic journey and helping us to go through it by cleansing those wounds that makes a skewed reality of how things are. And as we focus in that light surrounding the heart, is this beautiful divine light. It begins to travel through the throat, into the face, looking for the pineal gland, right in the center of the forehead. Starts looking for the pineal gland and starts looking for surrounding that area and checking for any calcifications that are stopping us from being in touch with that greater wisdom, and we just are channels of that wisdom. So that light is traveling back and forth from the heart into the pineal gland, back into the heart, continuing to cleanse any past karmas that we wish that we solve, and it's time to solve them, and this light will help us. Not every karma is going to be taken out by this light. If we're supposed to live that's part of your destiny. So, but any unwanted things that they should be gone by now, and we have not been able to heal, this light is starting to subtract all that toxicity, taking it out with every exhalation into the divine source, back into source. So transforming that yucky energy into divine energy. And traveling at the same time into the pineal gland, cleansing those little crystals and starting to take them out one by one. We feel this connection. We feel this deepening through our breath. We continue to focus in our breath and let go of any unwanted thoughts, or not pay attention to them, even if they're there. The breath is going deeper, and as we welcome this light into our heart and into our pineal gland, we envision that this light is going to continue to cleanse and help us in our journey to become the divine beings that we came here for, and let go of our egoic nonsense beliefs that seem so real since we live in a matrix that makes them so real. And in the next few inhalations, we're going to thank this light for helping us. We give the faith to the divine that wants the best for us, that divine love, that pure energy source, whether it's, for you Christ, for me it's Christ or Jesus, or your God of your understanding, that has no harm, no anger, no rage, no craziness. It's just pure, unconditional love. This light loves us so much. Is infinite the love this light has for us. There is no judgment there. It doesn't matter whether we feel like failures or not, or even if we've done bad things, this light has the capacity to forgive us. Understands that the blindfoldedness of humanity can go very deep, and that evil in the world really exists. And many people just have not been able to get out of it. Some of them by choice, and some of them, they're just blind. So this light understands all of it, loves every single one of us the same. There is no preference. And we feel this light, this divine light, loving us unconditionally no matter what. That wants the best for us, it wants the best for every single human being and being in the world, and wants nothing but stop the violence. And this light also understands that we are the ones that have the body, the voices, the feet, the hands to work and to do the work to stop the suffering. This light put us here to help stop evil in the world if we're here and alive today. We ask the light to become that channel, to become warriors, to become strong mentally and emotionally, no matter what happens in the external world. We keep that shining light and strength inside of us. And in the next few inhalations, we're going to seal our hands together into our hearts, bringing that energy in and continuing to be open to that divine intelligence download into us as we continue to have the intention of having our chakras, our energy centers clean and detoxified, and continue to be humble, especially when we become judgmental, angry, upset, sad, heartbroken, whatever it is. That divine light is there to help us with wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me. You can email me, lauralochospiel@gmail.com. My phone number is everywhere. You can look at it. You can go to my website. Now it's called Maryland Acupuncturist with an S at the end.com, and look at my services and just hit me up. Hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. No matter what happens in your life, just stay steady, stay strong. Namaste.